Hey Libra, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Pisces. Right now, I feel like at this time, I feel like you have like this energy, this aura around you at this time where it's kind of like you're like Mother Teresa. I feel like you're out here, you're doing really big things, you're doing really great things, you're loving people. I feel like it's your love energy. I feel like you are doing the most wonderful and beautiful things out here for so many different people, right? And I feel like it's because your cup is fulfilled at this time. I feel like it's your belief, your faith, your imagination that's really taking you to different heights here that I don't think you ever have. And I feel like that's bringing in a different group of people around you at this time. And I feel like how they're seeing you, it's very positive. It's very uplifting. I feel like you're very inspirational for other people here as well, right? I feel like you're happy. I just saw the leadership card. That's Oprah. Yeah, I feel like you're a leader. I feel like you're out here just really shining your light, speaking your truth, setting the example for other people, giving them inspiration, giving them love here, right? If you have Oprah money, send me a house. Really. And then we have Shadow. At this time, yeah, I feel like this happiness, this joy energy that you've been in at this time, I feel like that's really highlighting the shadow self of you at this time, right? I feel like you're really working with the dark things, the creepy things here as well, right? And you do these when you're in a positive mood, right? Like when you're happy, when you're uplifted, then you work with like the shadow self. Then you work with like the deeper, darker things, right? So that you don't like spiral, you know? Like I feel like, yeah, at this time, the happiness and joy, like as high as you go is also as low as you go, right? And I feel like you're trying to like balance these things out for yourself as well, right? Yeah, I feel like at this time you could also be wearing a mask. Yeah, at this time I feel like you could be wearing a mask when it involves other people, right? I feel like you aren't necessarily showing like your true self to other people here as well, right? And I feel like that's kind of keeping you protected here as well, right? Okay, let's get one card out. Seven of Pentacles. Libra, at this time you're heavily going through a growth process. I feel like this is self-growth. I feel like these are things that you can only do by yourself with your own two hands here, right? I feel like you could be working on a lot of your like negative self-talk that you have with yourself, right? I feel like you're realizing the only negative situations that are pulling to you are your thoughts at this time. Like it's how you're viewing the situation. It's how you're thinking about things here as well, right? And I feel like you're seeing and understanding that. And I feel like that's helping you put a lot of these worries and fears aside here as well, right? I feel like you're very heavily, I feel like you've noticed some dark things within yourself that you don't necessarily like, right? And I feel like you're bringing them to the light at this time. You're really working through them. You're really focusing in on yourself, what you can do to better yourself, how you can grow, what you can grow, right? And I feel like that's really helping you not only for today, but also for the future. And then we have Lovers. You could be working with a Gemini at this time. You could be having some growthful prosperity, abundant soul time periods. Those aren't real words. Yeah, I feel like you're I feel like there's a love energy here that's coming in, and I feel like they're really helping you prosper. I feel like they're really helping you get a leg up here, right? I feel like they're almost like strengthening your backbone for you as well, especially with these snakes, right? Very much Kundalini. I feel like this person's really helping you work through the dark pieces and parts of yourself, right? I feel like you have a lot of love and a lot of support here at this time, right? And then we have the Hangman, and I feel like it could be the same relationship that you've been in. This could be a different one. We have the Pisces card out. Pisces and Gemini, right? I feel like there was a relationship here where you could have called it quits, right? Like you could have walked away. Everything could have been done here, right? I don't think that that's what you chose to do. I feel like you decided to continue this. I feel like you, even though there's harsh weather, harsh times here, right? The plant doesn't die in winter, right? It just kind of takes a nap, right? And I feel like you're realizing that. I feel like you're realizing, hey, there's a new season approaching. There's a new shift coming, right? And I feel like you took it upon yourself and really changed how you were viewing the situation, viewing the aspect here as well, right? I feel like you're going to grow through this just by changing how you're seeing the situation, just by changing your perspective here as well, right? Nobody can fix this but you. It's just about how you're viewing this situation and how you can change the situation that is going to bring more positive growth, happiness, joy here as well, right? It's time to change how you're seeing the world. And I feel like that's really going to help you. And I feel like you're, once again, I feel like you're almost realizing any of the dark things that were happening involving this relationship here, involving yourself, had everything to do with you and yourself and how you were thinking about it and how you were reacting and what you were doing here as well, right? And then we have the Chariot. Once you have these realizations about how you can grow yourself, grow this relationship, grow your future here in this, I feel like you're having a lot more forward movement here, right? I feel like somebody, it almost looks like you got a crown. Like once like you have like this realization of like what this could be, like where you should go, how to, you know, anything like that. I feel like somebody almost like gives you like a piece of jewelry here, right? Like, you know, like they give you like a ring or a set of earrings or something here, right? Because I feel like you made it this far, and I feel like, you know, like I feel like you're getting gifts for just like changing your perspective, right? There could be a new car coming in for you here as well, right? Whatever it is, I feel like it's going to be very healing. I feel like it's going to, and then look at how the house is starting to be built. I feel like your house is growing strong. It's almost like if you would have let this plant go, you know, when it was just the Five of Pentacles here, right? I feel like your house would still be on the ground, right? Like I feel like the more that you're allowing like your plant to grow, to, you know, to create abundance here, right? To stay patient in the process, even when things get hard and tough, right? I feel like it's going to take you to a place that's so much higher, so much like wilder than anything you ever possibly could have imagined here, right? It's just about staying with it, right? Staying on the path, keep going in the direction that you chose to, right? So you can have long-lasting benefits, right? I feel like the universe is really going to bless you. The more that you're just shifting when times shift, right? Change your perspective when there's negative things going on, right? Realize that, hey, there can be more positive things if I'm just thinking more positively, right? And I feel like you're realizing that. And we have Page of Wands. I feel like it's inspiring you, right? I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's inspiring you. I feel like once you have this realization as to how you can change it, I don't feel like you're allowing, I don't feel like you're talking about how you're moving. I don't feel like you're allowing other people to see how you're moving. Here it is. I feel like you're keeping it very much sneaky, very much sly here as well, right? Because you have a goal, you have your mindset, and you're moving that way, and nobody can come in and change it here as well, right? And yeah, it's time for you to go in the direction that your heart is calling you to, right? And once again, I feel like it's an excitement that you're feeling, right? And you're going to go towards it, and I feel like you're protecting your ideas, you're protecting your movement, you're not sharing them with everybody. It's not for everybody to know. And then we have Two of Cups. This could be a relationship. Once again, I feel like this is very heavily a relationship reading. Moving forward, I don't feel, and this was in the Leo's video. You might want to go watch the Leo video too. And thank you guys for liking and subscribing, by the way. You guys are awesome. All right. I think moving forward, involving this relationship, involving this love situation, involving this lover, I feel like you're going to become a lot more secretive involving them. I don't feel like you're going to tell anybody what's going on. I feel like it's not anybody else's business but the two of you, right? It's the Two of Cups, right? It's your business. And the more you keep allowing people to drink from your cup, you know, experience the emotions that you're feeling in the relationship, the more detrimental it's going to be, because you're putting their energy into your cup when it's just two cups. You're involving too many different people, too many different, too much energy that's not for you. It didn't happen between the two of you, so it's not for anybody else here as well, right? Keep your relationship and your business to yourself, right? Even if it's not a relationship, even if it's a friend, a family member here, right? Don't go around talking about people. Don't do that, right? Like you're involving other people into what it is you guys are experiencing, and that person can't do anything to change or fix whatever issues you guys are having, right? So I feel like at this time, I feel like you're any personal relationship that you love, hold close to your heart here as well, right? You're keeping it very much to yourself. I don't feel like you're going around talking shit about people. That's not for you any longer. I feel like you're realizing that that only creates more negative energy involving you two, and it causes more fights. You're putting that energy out there into the universe, and I feel like it's coming back to you and ruining a lot of relationships. Libra, if you're out here gossiping, if you're out here talking about people, realize you're just calling that energy back to you. You're just going to experience more of the negativity that you're saying, I don't want to feel, I don't want to do, I don't know. Okay, but that's telling the universe, hey, you're enjoying talking about people like that. You enjoy these negative situations. So the universe is going to keep giving you more things like that, especially if this is a marriage. Keep that to yourself. It's just between you two, right? If you value the person, if you value the relationship more than you do the gossip. Value the relationship more than you do, even if it's just trying to get your feelings out and anything like that, that's where you're going wrong, Libra, right? Keep that in mind. That's where you keep messing things up, right? What is the Seven of Pentacles? We have the Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. I feel like any growth that you had involving this relationship, and then we have Saturn here too. This is a Saturn card, right? Any growth, any abundance, any fruitful situations here, right, that you had going involving this relationship, I feel like it's really being held back from you. I feel like it's causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration here, right? I feel like you feel like your hands are tied. I feel like you set the house on fire. There's no more growth here as well, right, Libra? I feel like there was a lot of hateful words. Look at all these swords. There was a lot of hateful words, and I feel like you're continuously going over them. And not only are you doing it with yourself, I feel like you're sharing that with other people, and that's not for you to do. And I feel like you're realizing that. The more that you do that, the more that you're growing similar situations like that for you, right? Like this is above these cards. Right, the more you're sharing this anxiety, the more you're sharing this frustration, this fire, this chaos here, right? The more you're going to grow more situations that are going to end up just like this. And I feel like you're realizing that. I feel like you're really resisting allowing yourself to go into this dark space. I feel like you're really resisting allowing any negative emotions involving this. I feel like this pulled out a really dark side of you. I feel like that's why the shadow card is here. I feel like this situation could have pulled out a really dark side of you here. And Libra, I don't think that was necessarily what you were needing to go through, right? And then we have Two of Swords. Yeah, Libra, going forward, you're not going to look at the situation. You're trusting in your intuition. You're trusting in your feelings. If you're feeling a lot of negative frustration, hurt feeling, anything like that here, right, you're not paying it any mind. You're letting it go. Understand that you have negative emotions, you have negative feelings about it. Don't keep looking at the situation like that anymore. Change your mind. I'm seeing very much the Hangman energy. Change your perspective. Use the Pisces season to your best benefit here, right? Instead of going more into the negative emotions, go into things you do enjoy, things that do make you happy, right? Pay attention to those things so you can call more of those things into your life here as well, right? What is this Lovers card? We have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be, it could be a Gemini here, or it could just be a lover here as well. I feel like there's going to be this lover that comes in. It doesn't have to necessarily be a lover. It could be a friend. It could be a family member, anything like that. Just somebody that you share a lot of love energy, a lot of hugs and cuddles, right? I feel like they're coming in and offering you like a token of love here, right? And I feel like that's really going to strengthen your heart. That's really going to help you heal what it is that has been broken here, right? I feel like they're helping distract you from whatever negative situation that has been involved here as well, right? And I feel like that's bringing in opportunities for healing, for growth, for your finances here as well, right? This could be a child. It could be an earth sign child here as well that's helping you do this. I feel like they're strengthening you as well. I feel like they're helping you see the situation in a much different light here as well. And then we have Queen of Cups. And then we have Queen of Cups. This could be a Queen of Cups that's coming in for you at this time, right? And I feel like they're helping you see that your emotional space is where you're going to get your money, is where you're going to get your heart healing here as well, right? Focus a lot more in the love energy, things that bring joy, things that bring happiness here, right? And I feel like that's going to help heal each and every part of yourself here that could have been broken as well, right? I feel like this is a person that has genuine love for you, right? And then we have the Hangman, and then we have this Queen of Cups that's coming in, and the Queen of Cups was also in Leo's video, right? Once again, go watch Leo video. I just saw 1414. This Queen of Cups that's coming in for you at this time, I feel like they're really helping you shift your perspective, how it is you've been seeing things, right? I feel like this could very heavily be a Pisces as well. And then we have the Fool. This could be anybody that has strong Aquarius, Pisces placements here as well, right? Yeah. I feel like they're coming in. I feel like they're helping you shift your perspective, right? I feel like they're almost like helping you to see who's really been a snake in your life and who's really been fruitful, who's really been helping you grow and find love and making the risks worth it, or who's just been tearing you apart, breaking you down, trying to, you know, trying to psych you out here, right? And I feel like they're really fulfilling like this heart chakra, this heart need that you're having, right? I feel like you're really needing a jump start for new love, right? Like this new love energy. I feel like you're really needing that here at this time. I feel like they're almost helping you trust in love again just by seeing the situation differently as well, right? And then we have Queen of Pentacles. And then we have Queen of Pentacles. You could be working very heavily with the Queen of Pentacles here as well, right? If there is a Queen of Pentacles around you, I feel like there is a new start in the situation here as well. Once again, I feel like it could be risky. You don't know if they're going to bite you or if they're going to bring you flowers. You don't know, right? But that's the thing. I feel like the risk is worth it here, especially with this Ace of Cups and this Hanged Man. You're really viewing the situation differently. You're really seeing the truth in the situation here, right? Not just how you thought about it, how you felt about the situation. You're seeing the true truth, right? And I feel like that's really helping you understand and have this new beginning with this Queen of Pentacles here as well, right? What is this Chariot? I feel like once you have understanding, once you have clear perspective as to what's truly transpired, I feel like that's really catapulting you into the direction that you're needing to go. I feel like you're gonna have so much forward movement. I feel like you're on like the fast track to life here as well, right? And I feel like you're gonna have a lot of healing. A lot of healing. Yep. There could be a King of Swords around you at this time, who's coming in and causing a lot of chaos, a lot of frustration here, right? Thank you for liking. You're awesome. I feel like this King of Swords is coming in and causing a lot of frustration. I feel like they're trying to fight. I feel like they're trying to aggravate you, cause chaos, craziness here, right? And I feel like you know that and you see that, and I feel like that's why this Chariot came in. I feel like you're moving as quick and far as you can away from the situation here as well, right? I feel like this King of Swords, I don't feel like it's just one small action. I feel like it's a buildup of actions. Look how this is a pile, right? Like, it's not just one small action that they're doing. I feel like they're piling energy, hatefulness, frustration on top of you. And I feel like it's getting very heavy, right? I feel like it's getting very heavy, and I feel like it's time for you to move away from it. And then we have judgments. And then we have judgment. Look at this. Look at this. There's like a whole separation between light and dark here, right? A whole separation. I feel like you're truly seeing what space you're in and what space they're in. It's judgment day, and once there's a judgment that's been made about this situation, it's time to move away from it. It's not for you any longer here, right? Yeah. Libra, keep in mind, they were the ones piling all of this energy and negativity on top of you, right? Right, and so I feel like you're getting a game plan together. Once this judgment's been made, I feel like you're not really telling this other energy what you're doing. I feel like you're keeping your mouth very much shut here, right? I feel like you're keeping your moves very much hidden here as well, right? Especially with this fox. And it's to your best benefit. I feel like you're really inspired about where it is you're wanting to go. And then we have the Sun card. And then we have the Sun card. You're very inspired about where it is you're trying to go here, right? I feel like you have the Sun and the Strength. Watch the Leo video. We have the Sun and the Strength. Libra, I feel like you have very heavy Leo placements here. Wherever that is in your birth chart, kind of look where that is, and I feel like that's going to be really highlighted here for you at this time as to what it is you're supposed to be keeping very much to yourself here, right? I have Leo in my 7th house, right? So that's relationships. I keep my relationship. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, pay attention to where you have Leo at this time, and that's going to tell you where it is you're supposed to be keeping kind of your mouth shut, keeping your moves hidden here, right? And then we have 10 of Swords. Because you don't want to end up in this energy. You don't want to end up with your hands tied, can't go anywhere, too much negativity, too much negative word space talk here as well, right? Yeah. I feel like there's been a situation here, especially with wherever this Judgment card with this King of Swords was. I feel like by you coming out and still shining your light, still being strengthened, still being like the wonderful person that you are here, right? I feel like this is the energy that this King of Swords is going to go into. I feel like their hands are going to be tied. They're not going to be able to move any further. I feel like you went for the jugular. You went for the Achilles. Libra. Yeah. And it's time. It's time for you to move away from this. And the more that you're moving away from this, the more that you're disengaging, you're taking your energy back here, right? The more that all of the words and shots and everything that they try to hit you with, it's going to hit them, right? And I feel like you're knowing and seeing that. And I feel like that's strengthening you and encouraging you to go more into the direction you're supposed to be in. What is this? 2 of Cups. We have 3 of Wands. So I feel like you go in manifestation mode, and I feel like you really start picturing what it means to be in love, to have a relationship, to have a partnership, to have somebody you can really trust and rely on here as well, right? Once you get out of the situation, once there's no, like, because there's nowhere else you can go. Like, I don't even think that you can find understanding in this here either, right? Your hands are tied. There's 10 of Swords. There's nowhere else to go, right? You can't even find understanding in the situation, right? So I feel like that pushes you into a direction here where you're really focusing in on what love means to you, what happiness means to you, what a partnership is here, right? And Libra, I feel like that's to your best benefit. I feel like that's really helping you pull in and manifest a love situation that it's truly here for you. And then we have the 10 of Cups. We have 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Libra, you know that you have to let the situation go. You have to go through the heartbreak. You have to go through all this so that you can have a partnership like this, where there is a future in tow, where you are happy, where you are full of joy, where you do have a home, where there's rainbows and butterflies and sunshines, right? In order to get to this space, you have to make space. You have to make space. And Libra, you're getting really serious with yourself. I feel like you're doing a lot of imagining of what the future holds for you, about what kind of person partnership that's coming in. And I feel like that's exciting you. I feel like that's really pulling it down into your reality here, right? Once again, I feel like you're doing heavy manifestation involving partnerships, love, happiness, joy, a new car, a new home. I feel like you're doing a lot of imagination work on yourself and your life and what you can accomplish here, right? And I feel like that's really exciting you. You don't have to be in this space anymore. You don't have to be in this space. It's done. It's done. It's over with. And this could just be, once again, I feel like this just could be a shadow period for you. But keep in mind, the shadow period is only a mask. Once that falls, everything you could possibly, once you're pulling the darkness to the light and really addressing the situation, working through it here, and I feel like that's what this heartbreak is doing. I feel like that's pushing you more into a life that you're imagining for yourself, that you want to have here as well, right? That's a beautiful ending. And then we have 5 of Swords. And then we have 5 of Swords. With this 5 of Swords, I don't feel like it was anybody else that was like frustrating you, like causing. I feel like there could be some energies here that are trying to distract you from this lovely 2 of Cups that you have coming in for you, right? I feel like there is a partnership on the horizon. I feel like it's just about you being patient and believing that it will happen here, right? I feel like there's other energies that have been coming in that are still trying to come in. Could be new energies here, could be old ones. I feel like they're coming in and trying to distract you, get you off of what it is you already have pictured for yourself here, right? And it's just to confuse you. It's just to confuse you. I feel like this negative past energy here as well, I feel like they could still be coming back. I feel like, especially here, I feel like they still could be trying to call you, trying to get in contact with you here as well, right? And I feel like it's just to confuse you. It's just to like keep their hooks in you here as well, right? Don't allow this person to come back in. Once you have this judgment day, once this 10 of Swords is completely here, right? Don't allow this person to keep come back in, right? Really cut it off, let it be. And you will feel like certain pulls, like, hey, maybe I should call them. Blah, blah, blah. No, don't do that. It's not for you any longer, right? And I feel like that's the only reason why they're doing it. It's just to confuse you. And the more you keep going back and allowing these things to happen, the more it's going to pull you away from the partnership that you're truly wanting here, right? Let's get one card out for how you guys can help heal this energy. These are such tiny cards. Organize for success. Once again, Libra, let things go, right? Organize your life. Take out the things that you don't need, don't want anymore, so you can have room for people, places, and things that you are wanting here, right? Don't let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organize your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next steps of action. Libra. Organize for success. All right, Libra, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll see you next time. Bye.